help me and David to take care of our grandparents. That was the decision I took, and I have my own reason why I took that decision. Yeah, David?
Yeah.
We decided to take care of our my
Your
grandparents.
decisions are my decisions.
So, so guys, it's not that David is.
You just had to be sure you are not making wrong decision. Good night. My wife and me want to say especially good night. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I hope everybody gonna like and entertainment with this conversation my wife and me gonna have. Say, cariño. My name is David. And you? You don't.
My name is Mary, and this is David.
Yeah, I'm not married.
Okay, David gave his own introduction the way he liked, so I'm sorry. Should make sure it's recorded. Here I cannot, I just have to hold it in the hand.
Start.
Yeah, but look, I have to do this.
You don't have to do that.
You have too much play.
Come on.
So hello guys, sorry for that. Welcome and welcome back to a video. Please, if you are new, kindly like, comment and subscribe. We love you so much. We've been away for some time. David is not feeling well.
No, I'm a little bit cold. Sorry for that.
Yeah, David always brings
Excuse me.
cold.
She give for me.
Okay. So guys, we thought we can talk about this interesting conversation, and maybe to tell you in case you find yourself in this, what will you do? Or you need to talk and agree with your person. So we're gonna look about at what we call dowry. Do Spanish pay dowry? So before I go into that, or before David explain more about the Spanish, for me, where I come from, more so the culture of the African, I'm not sure if it is all Africa, but we Kenyans, and I know some part of West Africa, dowry is very, very much important, and sometimes it's like force. Where I come from, they take dowry as a very big deal.
Yeah, until I know the Maasais give cows. Don't need to give money.
So, in my place, when there is something like dowry, there is a lot of issues the family talk about. They will have to involve parents. In most cases, the parents of the lady who is getting married and the parents of the man who is getting married come together and talk and get involved, decide what to do or how much to pay. So the family always come into the decision and have agreement. But in case they don't come into the equal solution, the bride and the bridegroom always make their solution. It's always like either add one or remove one. And they always also calculate about money. So most of these things, they base on education, taking care of the girl when she was young until to the time where she is. If the lady's working, good work or whatever, they always discuss a lot of things before coming into the agreement. So this is what happened, the tradition of we Maragoli people from Kenya. And yeah, that is what happened. So when it comes to taking care of the woman, the husband is the one to take care. In most cases, that is what happened. You are getting married, now your husband is the one to take care of you. And in the day of the wedding, you accept gifts from both sides, from the side of the bride and from the side of the husband or the groom, they always come with the gifts and give the people who are or the people who are getting married, or the girl and the lady who are the boy and the lady who are getting married, they get gifts from both parents. So in the side of the David, they have different way of doing things. Do the Spanish pay dowry? Let's hear from David.
Sorry, I dusted my tears. It's so bad.
Okay,
Here,
just try.
here, what you say?
Dowry.
That way.
Yeah.
Here we don't have that culture. Here normally if the people, the family, the family of, don't care if it is the family of the husband or the wife, in this country don't care who's have more money, or even the two families, if they can, they have the possibility, they have good money, they're gonna give you everything that they need. They gonna give money, a lot of money, gold, dress, furnitures. Even if someone are rich, they can to give the house or a car or the license for drive. I don't know, something expensive gonna help the partner.
A good gift.
Yeah, very good, very nice gift.
Yeah, but those are just gifts.
But it's not that something is forced, not a culture. Because someone are pure, they just say congratulations and go away.
Yeah, but those are gifts. Do they pay dowry? Dowry? Who?
No,
Okay.
that is not a dowry. That is a gift.
Yeah.
It's like they celebrate your wedding like if they are celebrating your birthday.
Yeah, but do Spanish pay dowry? Because dowry, for us dowry, David, you give cows and money to the parents of the woman you want to marry. When you give, the lady don't get these things back. These things the parents are going to use. The parents, the brothers, the brothers of the lady are the ones who
Of
want
course,
to get
if
this.
you give, you have to give forever. You don't want to give back. You may have to fight with the father. Oh, that is fine.
No, some culture,
Your daughter is so bad with me.
I know some culture. I used to work to this Pakistani family, and they told me they always talk about the dowry, but this dowry they don't give to the parents of the lady. The dowry is supposed to give to the bride. The man has to give to the woman. He is marrying that
And
dowry.
in my case, I will never have the price to pay how much Bolay will give for me. I come to live 1,000 years, and I will never come to pay to your father.
Okay, just tell us, how do the Spanish do about dowry
They're gonna laughing at you.
when you think about dowry?
What are you asking me? My daughter is not a car. My daughter is not a motorcycle. It's not a car. You can't buy my daughter. I don't give you to her. She's going to get married with you because she wants. She's free to decide it.
So
If I'm gonna help you because I have and I can, I want to do. If I can't, so sorry. Good luck. Fight for your life.
So in simple, there is no dowry in Spain.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So guys, this is what happened. In simple, there is no dowry in Spain. So if you are thinking you will have to force your husband to marry you, and you are going to force your husband to pay dowry, if he is a Spanish, then it might not happen. First, before you think about that, talk to the guy. All of you should have an agreement what you have to do.
Because maybe, I just say maybe, in the old times, 100 years ago, the real family, like the kings, or like that, the family maybe give a daughter because it's the king and the queen.
They give to their daughter.
Maybe, I don't know exactly. Because it's different case. They are the king and the queen, and maybe to them they have that culture, but in the normal people, no.
No. It never happened.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I was talking to
Sorry.
the mother of David, and she told me, in her case, the father of David never gave anything because this thing is not into them. And when David's sister got married, they also didn't pay anything. What the parents gave was just gifts, yeah? Yeah. So, in our case, how we agreed, because me, I was not at home when I was getting married. I was here already, and there was no one who was representing me back from home.
And I will never understand that culture because for me, if I am getting married happy, my best gift gonna be you. I don't need nothing more. Me what?
Okay. Wapo. This is a culture, David. You have happiness. You have happiness, they give you a wife.
So happy
And
for them. Okay.
so okay, what means more about the dowry? Dowry is just like a bride price. You are giving thanks to the parents of your wife to be.
It is not sufficient with your mouth.
No, they
Thank you,
prefer.
Thank you, father-in-law. Thank you, father-in-law. Thank you,
But
father-in-law.
guys, in most cases,
Like the Japanese people, all day come down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't need
okay.
nothing more.
Yeah. Yeah, but in most cases, it's very hard for someone to finish paying dowry. Even I've been to my home, even those people with a lot of money, it's very hard to give all those dowry. What they do, they always give in small quantities, little by little, until when they reach. Sometimes they can give little bit, then you are tired, and that one is forgotten.
You can stay during all your life paying your daughter, your dowry, your house, your car. You will die paying.
No, dowry is not like buying a house. You just decide you
If
can.
you pay slow to slow,
Yeah, you okay. If you
close
have,
to the house, close to that.
listen, if you have to pay like 100,000 Kenyan shillings, which is like 5,000 euro, and maybe you need to buy like 10 cows. Okay, it depends. It's not like fixed price. This is something you come into agreement.
Representative.
Yeah, you talk to the parents. You know, most of the time when the talk is, they don't involve the those who want to get married. It's always a talk between parents. You know, your parents have to talk with my parents. I explained to
Yeah,
you.
they're gonna make the agreement.
Yeah. So, in our case, when I tried, I started telling David from the first time, and David was like, how do I need to buy a wife that I love?
So I had to ask being scared when they make agreement.
Yeah, David was so scared. Why do I need to buy a wife? So, what I tried to explain to him, and David was almost like, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If I love my wife, that's what I need. I don't need anything more. So, we came into our own agreement how we can do things, you know. So, me being here alone, and David is the only one who had his parents here. And our wedding was so simple, guys. We didn't go into a lot of things. We didn't, even we ourselves, we didn't buy gifts.
For me, our wedding was the best one in the world.
Yeah.
We have you and me and the presence of God.
Yeah.
We don't need nothing more.
The only thing we had was David gave me flowers, very beautiful flowers.
But you.
So we was having so hard time. I remember it was so difficult for us, but we just took the risk and did whatever we could do. So how was our decision about dowry? Me and David, we sat down and we had our own decision how we can do this. So I told David, when we will go back to my country, David also need to visit there and see my family. We can decide what we can do. But the best decision I can do, I told David, I want us to help me and David to take care of our grandparents. That was the decision I took. And I have my own reason why I took that decision. Yeah, David?
Yeah.
We decided to take care of my
Your
grandparents.
decisions are my decisions.
So, so guys, it's not that David is refusing to pay, because dowry, in most cases, dowry, what I've been monitoring back at home, this thing is never paid by one person. The two, the parents decide, but who pay? The man who is married, and not him alone. Two of them, the lady, the bride, and the bridegroom, all put their resources together and pay this price. So if you don't want to squeeze your husband to be, you both have to cooperate and pay this. And since you are going to stay there, he's the one who is going to take care of you. Like now, I'm not working. David is the one who is taking care of me. So if I say I want to squeeze David, he has to pay 20 cows and 10,000 euro. What am I going to benefit in future? Nothing. I will give to my family, and in return, the family are not giving me anything. In fact, they will be telling me, give more, give more. When you give the bride price, the family will not leave you alone. They will also come, we want this, we want this, we want this. So what is there? We decided to take care of my grandparents at home. Whenever we have to share with them. And the law here, even the day you get married, they tell you as a woman, before you take what you have, you give to your parents. First, me and David, we have to give to David's parents. Then the remaining is what we have to take to my parents, yeah? Yeah, that is how the law is here. Even in the court, when we got married, they told me, first, before I feed my family back home, I need to feed the family here, So, that's how it is. Why did I take this decision that we're gonna take care of my grandparents? I myself, I grew up in the hands of my grandparents, and my grandparents, especially the side of my mother, they have been always there for me. Since I was a small girl until when I grew up big, I have been in the hands of my grandparents, the parents of my mother. So, in most cases, I prefer to help them more and more. Okay, my grandmother is the one who is still there. I lost my grandfather some years back. So in most cases, I prefer to give to my grandma than I can give to another person. When it comes to the side of my father, the reason why I did not take it serious is how my father responded to me, because when I was talking to David, when we were discussing to get married, I told David, I have to talk to my father and see how best we can agree, because my father also need to have the last say. And when I talked to my father had a very negative response to me. Reason, he has never been to my life. He has never even taken care of me, even a single second, no. And I'm not sure. I was willing to involve him, but he had his own negative way. So I decided to leave him like that, though I felt so heartbroken, but I decided to leave him after I explained to David what was happening. So in one time I was thinking to give up, But then I thought, no, this is my life. My parents have had their life already. So I decided not to continue pressing my father and to get on my feet and do what I can do. So when it came to paperwork, I used other people to prepare to send my paperwork from home to here. So I was asking someone else who is in Nairobi and they can do all my paperwork in the embassy, in the, yeah, where the papers were, because I needed crucial papers from home and here from home. So I used someone else. So I stopped involving my father and we discussed with David. Remember, few months before we got married, I told you, David, I'm gonna take you to talk to my grandma. We tell grandma I'm planning to get married and this is our plan. So I told you, you cannot my grandma cannot speak English, so you have to explain to my uncle the side of my mother. Remember, you are explaining to my uncle Herbert, Uncle Musuri. Yeah. So we explained to my uncle and we told my uncle what was happening. Then I let my uncle explain to my grandma in the case of David, because David cannot speak my language. So when they explained, that was then my grandma was a bit concerned. Where are you going to live in future? Where are you going to be? She was scared because she thought I'm gonna be in Spain all my life. But we explained to my uncle that my grandma that I'm gonna be in both sides. Sometimes I have to be here, sometimes I have to be back home. And if we have to invest, we have to have something back home and we need to have something back here in Spain. So my grandma now felt relieved. So what about dowry? My grandma asked that thing about dowry and I told my grandma, in all the case, we will talk when we are home, but more important, we are taking decision to take care of her and the grandparents of my father. The reason why I said grandparents, the parents of my father, is that I was with them for around 4 years, 4.5 years, or almost 5 years. That is the only time I stayed with them, and yeah, that is the only time. I will not go into more things. There is some things I didn't like, but I thank God for the time I was with them, and I don't take it for granted. We're gonna take off them too. So my father, I cut that short. He is not into my life and he doesn't care. And this is not the first time, because when I was in high school, I kept talking to him and he will push me away. In case I need something, he will push me away. He has never paid my school fees. He has literally done nothing. And he said he doesn't care about me. And when I was home, he used to get angry with his parents because they bring me home. So that is why I did not involve him. I didn't want that kind of grudge. I didn't want that kind of commotion. So I thought, let us just do whatever we have to do, and whenever God grants us something, we help our grandparents. That was it, and that is the decision I reached to.
Of course, I wish.
Yeah.
God knows I wish to have a lot of money to go there, visit them, and give to her everything that she needs.
Yeah. So that was it, guys, to us, how we made our decision. And this was not like I want to push David, he has to pay dowry by force. No, we are not paying dowry. And the other thing, so our decision, we just settled we're gonna help our grandparents, and that's it. And on my heart, I think that is the best decision I can take.
You just had to be sure you are not making wrong decision.
Our decision is to help take care of the grandparents. More about the dowry, I think I'm not too much into it. And we always say in my culture that if you don't pay the dowry, when you will have the children, they want to pay dowry or you want to take dowry from your children, it's very bad. But I don't know, if I will live here in Spain, I will not, of course, I will not take dowry. If I have a daughter and the daughter want to get married to Spanish, it will not happen. If I have a son, I'm living here in Spain, he need to marry a Spanish lady, I don't think maybe he will agree to pay, because he will, maybe if we are living in Kenya, it's a different thing. And guys, let me tell you one thing. In my culture, when they bring the cows, they bring direct in the house of your father. And the first cow has to urinate in that house. This is a culture. It has to urinate in the house of your father.
Honey, but if it is the will of God, we have a son. I will teach to him. Baby, never wait nothing from anybody. Live your life, put your life in the hands of God. Receive the blessing of God, and of course the love of your father and your mother. But never still waiting nothing from anybody.
Yeah, I was explaining that in my culture, when you bring the cows, the first cow has to urinate in the house of your father. And in my case, if we say we have to take these cows, whom house are we going to take to? If my father don't accept me, so I cannot give cows for him. I cannot put cows, take cows in his house. Of course, he gonna chase me with my cows, or he gonna chase David with his cows. I'm not sure if he will take or not. People change when they see things, but I prefer not to do it, because I've seen more than enough. What I can say is turning a blind eye to what you can see. I've seen so many. So that's why I don't want to go into that disappointment when I say, okay, David, give him dowry, and they disappoint us. Of course, David will feel bad, because if we take the cows and my father and my stepmother disappoint us, how will I look like in front of David, or in front of those who have come to escort me to bring that dowry? So we settled to gonna help our grandparents.
For me, I don't
That's
care,
it.
because I just do that I have to do. And even I don't have really, that is a culture. I don't have any reason for give nothing for them. And I give and they are not happy, okay, sorry for you.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with your daughter.
Yeah. So you are happy with me.
Of course, baby. I don't need nothing more. You don't gotta be happy. Oh my God, it's your problem. Be happy. The life is cut.
Yeah, we're gonna be happy for our life, and that's it. So
My baby, I don't want to give you my call.
yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to us. David, did you have the last word to say?
Yes. Thank you so much for support to us, for watch. Like and comment, subscribe, please. God bless you, everybody, and please pray every day. Look Jesus. Even Jesus Christ look after you, but don't forget to pray every day. Give thanks for every days of life. and put everything from your life in the hands of God before do.
Comment and subscribe. We love you so
I
much.
said that before.
My side too.